You saw someone get married on the social media, and the next comment that came to your mind to type in the comment section is God when. Like seriously. Like seriously, are you really ready for marriage? Do you understand marriage? Do you understand the principles about marriage? Do you have enough knowledge about marriage? Do you understand the concepts of marriage, the objectives of marriage? What knowledge do you have about marriage? If God is to tell you that tomorrow, get ready, I'm giving you a husband, I'm giving you a wife, are you ready? Like, let's talk. Are you really, really, really ready? Or you think marriage has to do with the wedding, the activity? I am married. Then 30 seconds on your WhatsApp status, then 50 seconds on IG, then TikTok videos. Yay! And the bridesmaid said, yeah, and the guy said, yeah, I am married. Like, seriously. In this video, we want to understand marriage to some extent. I want to, as much as possible, draw your attention to some facts about marriage. That if you are going in, you know that this is what I am getting myself into. Marriage is not a child's play. Oh. That is why in Ghana, in Tree, we said, "Aware ne kwan wa." It is a long journey. And so before you go into it, you have to understand this, know that this is what I am going into. We can't understand marriage without going to the Bible because it was instituted right from the beginning of creation. Genesis chapter 2, verse 24. The Bible says that therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and shall cleave to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. I want to talk about three words, three distinctive words in this statement. The first thing is leave. The second word is cleave. And the third word is one flesh. One flesh is a word or a phrase, whatever. Leave. If you want to get married, you have to know that you are living. God, in his own wisdom, knows why he said a man would leave. Mostly, I think that women don't leave because a woman can go into marriage with her sister, with her mother. The problem that comes with it is not as much as when the man comes into the marriage with his sister. When a woman goes into the marriage with, it is one B, then you realize that the man slept with the sister or whatever. But generally, you realize that the husband will accept the wife's sister as his sister, but my gender. So, my dear, the first thing is you make up your mind that you are leaving. But whatever being the case, I think that both of you should leave. Leave. You are living physically. Leave your parents' house. Leave, man, leave your father's house. Woman, leave your mother's house. Go and start life on a neutral ground. Even if you think that, my father, I have a house, a room, a nice apartment in my father's house. Nobody is staying there. It's just my mother or my sister or my brother. And so for us to go and rent you, let's save money. And then, my dear, I advise that you rent out that room, go outside, rent another, use the money to rent another place and start life with your spouse. Okay. You are living physically, you are living mentally, you are living psychologically. Some of you have left, but you have not left. Some of you want to leave, but you don't want to leave. And so you are in the marriage. When you discuss something with your husband, the following one you call your mother, Mommy, my husband said this, what do you think? Then you come back and tell your mother that your husband that my mother even said this. You've not left. You've not left. So the first basic thing to understand in marriage is that you have to leave. The second thing is you are going to cleave. Some of you are married, but you've not cleft with your partners. You are still cleaving with your parents. You are still cleaving with your friends. You are still taking advice from your friends. Instead of us to reason together as couples, no. You are married and you still want to behave as a single guy. This is my phone. It is for me personally. Though me, I advise young ladies, young guys, not to pick their partner's phone. But I don't understand why you want to hide this thing. What are you hiding? If everything is okay, I wouldn't even bother myself coming to go to snoop through your phone. How private is your private? You've given me access to your body. You've given me, I am the one who is feeding you. I'm sleeping with you. If I want to, excuse me to say, kill you, I can do that. Simple. You sleep, and then you are at the mercy of your spouse. That one, your private part, you've left it for me. I can do anything with it. That one is not private. This thing is private. I don't get it. So you live, you cleave, and then you become one flesh. One flesh in the sense that you become intimate with each other. And they were naked and they weren't shy. You are married and you've done an intimacy timetable for your husband. This one said, Auntie, my wife has done timetable for us. And for 3 months now, we haven't even started using the timetable. Ah, sister, how wicked are you? How wicked are you? So the first three basic things is you live, you cleave, and then you become one flesh. Understand this. The second thing is that marriage is a relationship of selflessness. Selflessness. John chapter 15, verse 13. He said, greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Your spouse is your friend. And as a spouse, you are to lay down your old life and your personal desires for your spouse. Put your spouse first. Keep your focus on putting your spouse first. Marriage is not selfish. That is why the Bible says that a man should love his wife as Christ loved the church. What did Christ do for the church? Christ sacrificed himself literally for the church. So you can't get married and still say, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. If we understand these basic things, yeah, anymore. We are struggling. There are a lot of problems because we don't understand the marriage we are in. We are treating marriage as a banner chain. We are treating marriage as dating. We are treating marriage as courtship or whatever. The last time the disciples asked Jesus, Moses said that if you want to divorce, we should send a certificate of divorce. What do you say? Jesus said that was not the intention from the start. That was not what God intended, but because of the heaviness of your heart, that is what made Moses write this thing. It is because of the heaviness of our hearts that is making marriage seem some way. But seriously, my dear, if I put my husband's desires, my husband first, and my husband puts me first in everything he does, I put him first, he puts me first. What is it that we want to do that we cannot do? Let me tell you, marriage can last forever. Forget about everything social media is saying. Forget about the statistics. Forget about what is going on in the world. If you are marrying a kingdom marriage, a Christian marriage, and by kingdom marriage and Christian marriage, I am not saying that doing it in the church or doing a wedding. Marrying by the principles, marrying according to the Bible, marrying a biblical marriage. That is what I mean by marrying a kingdom marriage. Another thing you have to understand is that marriage is a commitment. Yes, most marriages are built on love. Oh, I love him. Oh, I love her. That is why I'm marrying her. But after the marriage, to maintain the marriage, you need to be committed to each other. To grow in the love, you need to be committed to each other. You need to be intentional. You need to make a conscious effort. Decide, make up your mind that I am committed to this person. I'm doing this life with this person. I always tell my husband that, babes, maybe fam said there's some more fam I know. I am not going anywhere. Actually, I don't even have anywhere to go because I have decided to do life with you and I'm doing it with you. So marriage is a commitment. Also understand that marriage is ordained by God and no other person. Marriage is central to God's plan for our happiness during this life. See, as much as we are on this earth, my dear, marriage is ordained by God to help us, to make us happy. So we are to enjoy our marriage. Go into the marriage with these perceptions. Marriage is essential to God's plan. We are to multiply, we are to give birth, we are to conceive. If you do not marry, how then are we going to conceive? How then are we going to pass on? How then are we going to bring the next generation into being? So marriage is important. Marriage has to do with commitment. Marriage can last forever. Marriage is ordained by God. It is not selfishness. Please do not go into marriage with that. And I want to marry her because I think that I. In fact, you are going to have problems. But the basic thing is that just know that you are ready to live, you are ready to cleave, and you are ready to become one flesh. These are basic things that I want you to understand about marriage, even before you decide to go in. If you understand these things, I'm not sure it's going to be a problem for you. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Please, if there is any other thing you want us to understand about marriage, please do not hesitate to put in the comment section for me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I still don't know what you are waiting for. Please subscribe and then click on the thumb to tell the YouTube algorithm that you love this video so that they push the video forward. And please do not forget to share this video to your family and friends. Thank you once again, and I'll definitely see you in the next video. Nyamenka.